Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, Optimus Maximus. Off here to a 1v1 on Crossroads. Went to the north, it is Leon Scott Kennedy. We'll just be calling him Leon. Fighting here for the German army, Deutschland. Here taking on the role of the Sperrverbande. Von Sauken in the south, it is Littlesam. Fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. Here with the glorious 10th Mechanized Corps, with airborne troop tactics, shock rifle, and got motor with double infantry mines, and we got defensive with Ostrom, defensive fortifications, Stugis, pack free and the sector artillery ability with double Ostrom and Panther bulletins. Ostrom MD4 2-star vessels double country care for Little Sam, and as always a big hearty thanks to my paid supporters, these champions, these heroes of the Propagandacaster keep me in the business. You too can join the war effort and support me, not them but me, by pledging on Patreon. You can donate by PayPal. Also comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Also, my apologies about yesterday's delay. At least I hope it's yesterday's delay because, well, as current recording, I don't have internet. Basically, something went wrong a couple of days ago, I guess. By this point, I guess a day ago. And it seems like they're bringing in a lot of people to try and fix it. So basically, I'm without internet as currently. But anyway, it's got double loss of M4 2 triple conscripts. But I hope it fixed because, well, the only thing you can really play on this computer currently is Solitaire, and I'm slightly going mad playing it all the time. Upon using subsettling down some background points there, Ostrom about here for Leon Scott Kennedy. His Ostrom braving the way there. We got Ostrom as the country there in the centre. In the west we got Indians pushing for those nations. Machine ring in there to flank the conscripts. Very good, nice aggressive active use the MD42 team there by Leon. Thumbs up, more Ostrom arriving here. Conscripts being suppressed, and they are by the looks of it nerfing Ostrom again with the upcoming patch, which apparently will also bring in some updated skins for a bunch of infantry units that I've yet to see them, including the Guards Airborne troops will get some updates there, and I believe Jaeger Command Squads and the Assault Grenadiers will get some updates too. We got a third Awesome Squad here for Mr. Leon. Bit of clashing in the east side before joining in the conscripts. Those are just some of the units. Also, I think Cavalry Rifle get some changes there. Assault sections. Around the point here. Trying to think to flank around Leon's right flank. I think there's a maneuver though. Without more troops, it may not quite work as well there. Conscript up the centre. Also squad they're holding up behind, well, a lot of frozen corpses. Basically skirmishing there. In the east side, those where most of the focus is for now. We can see the Little Sam is moving in more troops, looking to try and hit his opponent head on. I think the better move would be to try and move up here and sort of flank around Leon's front line there, rather than just bash his head into it. In particular, as I showed in the early game, a lot of it comes down to, like, you know, just looking for the right spot to attack from, rather than just charging head on. If anything, you want your opponent charging into your sandbags positions, but you don't want to be like charging into an MD42. But there you go. In this case, you might notice he's sort of doing it right anyways. He's spread out his forces, creating a wider front, which is harder for the machine to lock down. In this case, threatening the flanks. So thumbs up Little Sam. Very good attack here. And Leon, with insufficient aim support from the machine gun team, is going to be forced to fall back from here. So very good there. We do get Ostrom in now. Oh, he's actually going to try and keep it here. We do see the conscript pushed back, so he might be able to turn the tables on Little Sam, and even then it's going to allow Little Sam to grab territory elsewhere. Also looks like he is taking up. No, not yet. So there's either going for another Awesome Squad on them before he is taking up here. Hard to say there with Leon. Most players will go for a lot of Ostrom. Typically 4. Meanwhile, Little Sam has actually not gone for a lot. Did he lose a squad there? Might have lost track of things here. Yes, he did lose a squad in the early game. That's great there for Leon. Obviously, a huge blow there to the Soviet player. To the Red Army. A great killer though for the Ostrom. And we do get tech here for Leon. Mines up here in the car farm. We got the third conscript there for Little Sam, no Doctrine. But certainly versus this Ostrom, typically, I find in my opinion, will benefit a lot from some elite troops, since they do really tear fast through the Ostrom. With the received accuracy bonuses mean, of course, they are very susceptible to more elite troops' firepower. So that is typically something you want to consider, but most players I find tend to neglect against the Ostrom. And you just bring about there. Now, Ostrom basically sort of just covers a wide variety of, you know, Eastern Europeans, but also apparently people from Alsace-Lorraine, you know, the French there that basically served in the German army, you know, Georgians, Ukrainians, Russians, you know, whatever, like, just been forced in there, typically, you know, a lot from prison camps, and pretty much told, you know, to either rot away there or join the German army. Most people joined it. They had issues as the war went on and became increasingly unreliable, at which point they became the Hilfswillige or Hiwis, which were basically just meant to, like, do all the rear line stuff the Germans were usually doing to free up the troops to the front line. And even then, they were technically kind of unreliable. So some interesting bits there. And flanking the engineers there, pushing them back. Engineers being forced to the flamethrowers in hand, grabbing the car point here, burning up the Ostruben. But at times there were many of them serving the German army. For example, in Stalingrad, I believe there's something like 40,000 Russians, for example, fighting for the German army. Obviously, the Russians aren't so keen on that one. But, you know, little fun fact there. Ostrom, the engineers here, like to make a nice company here for Leon. But obviously, he does go for those Panzergrenadiers. He does have the bullets and forces. Again, with Ostrom, they scale poorly, and, you know, the Panzergrenadiers scale significantly better. Mine goes off, they're killing more Ostruben. You can see the Littlesam taking good map control despite losing that early squad, which is great for him. He needs to start taking up though, and does in fact do that. Excellent. No doctrine yet though for Littlesam and the Red Army. And we do get an armored car for Leon. The 202 or 222. Sandbags up there, very good. Most of the map is currently under Soviet control here. Leon's definitely a bit of a tight position again. Would benefit from some Panzergrenadier to help carry the offensive a bit more aggressively against the Soviets. Sandbags on the car point there. Eastern Victory Point being seized. More sandbags here from Littlesam. Very consistent. Plus mining. 2 thumbs at Littlesam. And we do get the Panzergrenadier. And Littlesam goes for Guard Motor, which remains as popular as ever. And I do believe in the fact they're nerfing the heavy mortars a tiny bit. Mostly they're just making the auto-fire of it have less range than the barrage. So it just becomes less easy to just go for a bunch of them and have them do all the work again. Just push back with the awesome MD-42. Pioneers push back there. Contract in the car point. Panzergrenadiers squad, they're ready. Mine goes off, they're killing the Ostrom. In the end, they are just Ostroms, I guess. Leon here is going to be less torn up about their casualties. Tech there, plus the guard squad. Excellent. Adding the DP light machine guns, also good. Thumbs there. Unless, of course, you are the Ostrom, in which case, not good. MD4 spotting the attack. Yes, the Ostrom push forwards. The Panzergrenadier there are moving up as well. Here to further provide some leverage here for Leon as he pushes his way through the Soviet lines under Little Sam's command. The Panzergrenadier moving forwards. Need to treat that Ostrom there. On the west side, we get the armor covers the conscripts here, trying to lay down sandbags on the car point there. Little Sam is definitely a bold player here. Panzer pushing forwards here, very good. If they could pop up Bunker, if they could actually find a chance to push into the heavy cover, then push back the conscripts fully. There we go. In this case, they move there. Still force them away successfully. Thumbs up the team, but we got the guard squad arriving there with the DP light machine guns and the PTS-41s. Heading straight for the victory point. We got 421, 462, and there we go. Guardsman forcing away the armor car here. Leon is forced to divert it elsewhere. He could consider another Panzergrenadier squad here, or a mortar, though. He may also want to go for the Pack 40. Actually, he should go for the Pack 40, as I imagine Little Sam's going to hit him with the T-70 soon, due to, again, the good map control, and in particular on a map like Crossroads Winter, which is more points than the average map. Advantages like Little Sam here can actually lead to much faster, like light tanks, or just a lot of them. He wants to. Like, he would easily, for example, go for like double T-70s now, and he wouldn't actually be particularly like punished for it, due to, again, just the significant advantage the resource gets from resource due to the map control there. Pack 4 there on the way though, flanking up here with the Panzer there, collecting wipe here on Little Sam. Guardsman in there. Bit of skirmish in there, Panzer flying away as they can. Ostrom rolling up here. Take done. Of course, he's struggling with fueling mods. He can't even, like, say, go for the Supremo Corps anytime soon and just, you know, get light machine guns ready. So he's definitely a chance there. Go bang grenade off. Oh, doesn't retreat in time, but he also had to retreat into it. He didn't. Lucky there for Little Sam. He wasn't paying attention. Just had the right of it there. Interesting enough, I think Leah may want to try and, like, sneak in some forces westwards. And, okay, Little Sam could have gone for the T-70. Of course, there's option number 2. Go straight for the medium armor with a mechanized armor company because his resource advantage is so significant. He can rush out a T-34-76, which is actually better than a T-70, honestly. So, like, you know, that's really good too, honestly, for Little Sam, and would be an even bigger issue for Leon. Because when the T-70 does pack a punch, the T-34-76 in terms of anti-infantry performance packs an even larger one. So that could get very ugly very fast here for Leon, actually, and the Sperrbande from Falcon. At least he's somewhat stabilizing, but again, a T-34-76 is going to make it very difficult to stabilize for him. There we go, brushing the conscripts, pushing them back. One kill in the guard squad so far, but also close to Veterans 1. Pack 40 holding up here, moving on the centre, the west. Finally starting to extend his front line a bit more. He will likely have to consider another Pack 40 here, though. Of course, have to see what Littlesam goes for. Will it be the T-3476 or will it be the T-3035? Because he could honestly get away with it. But again, the T-3476 just has that more immediate punch, plus you could just follow up with more and just gain more of a numerical advantage. We do get another Panzer squad here by Leon. I think that's a very solid idea there. 2 Panzer squads, so they could do some significant lifting there for Leon. With a lot of firepower. And down there. Panzer pursuing the conscripts. Mines down here for Littlesam. Very good there. And this getting caught with the armoured car. Probably should consider laying down more here. Well, the Panzer will ruin that actually, so never mind. Pushing forward to cover the armoured car. Austin, they'll need to get into cover, otherwise they can't hit the broadside of a barn from the inside with a shotgun. Quick grenade here. Oh, and he walks straight into it, almost getting the entire unit wiped. Bomb grenade here, pushing them back here, flank up behind the guardsman. If you're not careful, and there we go. We do get the T-35 for Littlesam. Not quite as much DPS as the T-34 against the infantry, of course, just overall tougher. Just, you know, better versus armor in general, but still fairly good versus infantry. So, you know, it's not a bad choice at all. But a part of me was kind of thinking he'd rush out the T-34 from 6 and follow up with another one. Since in this regard, just having lots of tanks would be a significant advantage for Littlesam. Over Leon, it would just make it hard for him to take up. We got 2 Panzer squads here. I mean, that does gonna, or will give him some significant help there versus the infantry. And support weapons. Plus, here we go. Actually using the defense fortification ability to have the Panzers lay down barbed wire. Thumbs up. That set. I would probably switch out the low health 2-man, actually 2-pound squad to do the grappling points here and have the more, you know, large and healthier men that aren't as veteran do the wire work. Car pawn being fought away again at the same time the opponent's car pawn. Then we got sandbags up here. Again, note what Littlesam did here. It's a bit of tricks on players use to make it harder for the opponent to lay down sandbags. And just have them be hard for the image. There we go. T-35 routes here, though, pushing back the Osthoben. Forcing his men to retreat. And again, it's still pretty good versus infantry, though. I mean, it's not like it's bad. It's just not nearly as good as the T-34, but it's still pretty good. Make no mistake. Plans to push back with the guardsmen. Cover back to Shen here for the Ostrom. Left to fend for themselves. Going for another Pack 40. As you realise, you just want Pack 40 is not going to stop Littlesam's T-35. And where there's one, that's likely going to be more as well, too. Never mind that. In the East, Armoured Carvers Engineers. Guardsmen about to get 6 kills, Veteran 2. A lot of action, a lot of back and forth. We've got 380 versus 425. And he's flanking up behind the Info 2 team. Nice work there by Littlesam. Got the Armoured Car moving in. Littlesam, though, may want to consider some more infantry. Japan's lost another squad again. Some more guardsmen could be next in the choice against all this Osthoben. He may also want to consider heavy mortar. I mean, there's a reason they're nerfing it. But still no tech here for Leon, though he's getting close to taking up. He's just suffering so much manpower bleeding as well that it is difficult for him. And there you go, T-5 on the flank here, punches straight through here. And the machine crew gets swapped out as well. The guardsman there and the T-5 proving to be a lethal combo. And the armoured car goes down. A rigorous blow here to Leon. Guardsman that gets expressed to the Ostrom, quickly man the Info 2 and send Littlesam's guardsman packing. Gives some time with the mine. Comes around the flank here. Western points being received once more by Littlesam and the Red Army. Very good. And we do get a mortar for Littlesam and the Red Army. Very good. Thumbs up. And as of course you're on the German side of things, in which case your perspective may not be quite as appreciative of it. Hey Jürgen, did you hear? They're getting a heavy mortar. Why are you sounding so exciting about it? Yeah, I actually now just mention it. I don't know why. It just sounded exciting, you know. Pushing back the counters there. Got the hay mortar joining in the fun here. Looks like he's using the attack round on it. Interesting enough. Or maybe not. Oh, wait. Pushing back here. Both Panzer squads are marching straight to the T-35. Obviously not great there for Leon's Panzergrenadier. And they are quickly just hauled out of there before they get turned into cannon fodder. which I think is a very sensible idea. Awesomely quarterbacking down sandbags by the guardsman there. We got 8 kills. Slowly approaching 92. Pack 4 on the T-45 there. Could Pantherfaust here. That could get a bit spicy for Little Sam there, but no, doesn't. Pantherfaust retreats, and the Pack 40s thus aren't given a chance to finish it off here. No tech yet for Leon. Definitely needs to get that up going soon, and maybe a Stug here could help. This is the T-35 on a more mobile basis. Guardsman sees in the eastern victory point. We got 319 versus 423. Mortar there, slowly inching forward to the front line. Mines up there. Thumbs up to Little Sam. Very consistent mining. Tech final with for Leon. He's been under a lot of pressure for Little Sam, so I certainly can't fault him for that. Can't fault him for not going foot faster. But there you go. Panzergrenadier pushing forward. Sturmgewehr 44 ready. Osttroppen backing up. Then they can soon begin upgrading them with light machine guns for a bit of extra firepower versus the Third Infantry. Another T-45 for Little Sam. Really just highlighting the kind of advantage you can get on a map like Crossroads and Crossroads Winter if you just, you know, get the upper hand on terms of map control here. 2 T-35 is going to be a huge obstacle here for Leon to punch through. And quite the challenge. Make no mistake. Heavy mortar there is definitely not making it easier either. So far though, fortunately for him, Little Sam's heavy mortar crew is proving to be not the most technically skilled. Yuri, why can't you hit anything with that? Well, I'm sorry, I emigrated from America. I haven't learned metric yet. Why did they put you in artillery then? I lied. Oh, you idiot. T-5 moving out there for Little Sam. Got the other T-5 moving in. They could get a problem out here for Leon. Ground the points here, very good. Direct hit on the Panzermans there with the T-35. So Paul McCop, they will absolutely go for the Panther 4, we'll go for the Stug, there we go. Double pack shooting at the T-35 there, a little pack front here from him. So the accuracy also seems to be leaving a few things to be desired. There goes the Paul McCop. There we go, pack gets through there. Several hits then on the T-35 there, punching it significantly down in terms of health. But there's still the other one, still the heavy mortar. Little Sam, I think, still would benefit from more artillery, though, and infantry for that matter. Ooh, good shots here from the... And hits the Telemine! He actually laid on the Telemine. 2 thumbs up to Leon. 2 thumbs up, and the pack 4 should be able to finish off here. Proving that only a fool does not fear the Telemine. And it's, I find for the Wehrmacht, the Telemine is typically one of your strongest weapons against enemy armor a lot of the time. Nice note by did there, but the same man squatting actually immediately grab an anti-tank and then merge with it to get to full strength there. So 2 thumbs to Little Sam there. 2 thumbs up, and big problems for Leon. Big problems. Awesome punch to the building there. No light machine guns yet, at least none that can seal. We do get one upgrade on the way there. So let's see what it goes for. Will it be the Panther 4? Will it be the Stug 3G? I would personally strongly consider the Stug Gs in this situation. Yes, they're going to be quite helpful as the T-35, but you know, the Panther 4 is just, you know, overall more of an all-rounder, and I can't fault them going for that either. Hey, mortar falling back here. Oh, we do get... Oh, Osmond? Panther 4, okay. That was a bit of a roller coaster, just, you know, wait, hey, wait, and then just, hey, yeah, okay. T-5 move there for Little Sam. Katusha here to help deal with the support weapons and the infantry. I mean, not a bad idea. Again, it does give him more artillery, which again is a good thing. Again, I also would recommend more infantry because he's currently up against an opponent with 4 or 5 infantry squads, actually, even like 3 of them are Osttroppen. If they start creating more and more light machine guns, that could still prove an issue here for Little Sam's only 3 squads, in particular when backed up by the Panzergrenadier, including one which is now ace level, which is definitely bad news for Third Infantry. On the west side here we got the Ostrom, the machine, push back the engineers there. There we go, BM-13 could choose rocket truck out for Little Sam. Meanwhile, the Panther was finally arrived here for Leon and the German army. Awesome, then being rolled out in there with the T-35, the pack forward setting up, and there you go, good hit, gaining message in the process, and target weak point here. Apparently that wasn't a loaded shot there, at least the aimed shot. Panther 4, they're arriving. Ooh, that was a good starting hit from the Panther 4 there. Boris and Dimitri blown to bits. Leon is starting to get more and more map control again due to the just large quantity of infantry being used fairly efficiently as Littlesam. Again, Littlesam with only 3 conscripts, well, 3 squads, one of them guard squads. Can't really affect the map as much as possible, particularly having lost 1 tank here, so he needs to bring up more troops, to be honest, and a Maxim wouldn't hurt either. Katyusha firing here straight into the infantry and the support weapons here. Catching a bit of a bad spot here. Machine crew there getting mauled as the rockets just tear through them. Limbs ripped out of the body. And then go greatly from the T-51 swaps. The Ace Panther squad here need to retreat that soon. The other squad ultimately forwards, taking another staggering blow. They need to retreat, both of them now. I am not entirely sure why Lions keep pushing for them there, since they're going to be, you know, absolutely annihilated if he's not careful, but apparently he still believes he can somehow get something out. There we go. Combined arms bonus activated, making them move a bit faster, and also makes them harder to hit. Panther takes an nice hit on the west side. Here we got the Ostrom holding up guard ground western point. Reinforcing healing, and nothing further going in the base of Leon as of yet. He could go for another Panzer 4 now. He could go for Stugs. He does go for another Panzer 4. Got the Ostrom as the guardsman. In this regard, the Ostrom do have the advantage. Their cover position is a bit better, as the guardsman was actually slightly exposed here, so they aren't quite getting the full cover bonus, though even then they're beating the Ostrom. Katyusha there reloading. Panther 4 halfway down there for Leon. At which point he will have the numbers advantage in terms of tanks. Go Ostrom right on the west. Which of course means alongside with the infantry advantage, you'll definitely have the, I think, offensive edge here if you use it correctly. Not a lot of barrage ability used here though by Littlesam. That's a bit of a thumbs down considering what Eva's been doing. I think it's quite well. The lack of just barraging from the heavy mortar I think is a bit of an oversight. Pioneers the base in the east. Are they laying down mines? Or is there something else going on there? I don't know. Awesome, you need to say with these invective bomb. We got 261 to 325. Light machine gun there by dropped. But it can't pick it up due to the mobilized reserves ability. But comrades, it's right there. No, comrade Stalin prohibits squad sizes of 7 to pick up light machine guns out of fear that they may decide to betray the workers' revolution. How does that even make sense? Don't ask me. It's written by Comrade Duffy, whoever that is. I think that's a Canadian name. Why are the Canadians writing our books? Shut up. Panther 40 with the light machine gun. Panther 4 with the guardsmen about to get knocked out here. One more shot. Oh no, they got the light machine guns now left, so they can't actually get a shot through. That's pretty lucky there for Leon there. Pretty lucky. Panther being hammered there. Artillery fired on the pack and the machine gun. But there we go. Got the T-35 there, packed it, crew, brutal stuff. Then the Panther 4 is going to go straight for the Katyusha here. And there's not much here from Littlesam on the way to block it, except an anti-tank grenade. Ah, did he get it off? No, he didn't have the munitions on the Panther 4. Gets the Katyusha. Guardsmen about to get extra as well, but the Panzer Grenadiers. And wiped. Now Littlesam is actually in a much tougher position versus Leon. Like, he just went from, you know, being a fairly strong position to being quarter extended. And losing his armor, his rocket artillery, and there's still the Pack 40 though, but the rest is not looking too great here at the moment. He's going to need to do some serious work here versus Leon now. And do mean serious. More pioneers here for Leon to help repair his armor. That is a very good idea there. Got a fresh T-35 here for Littlesam. He's also got a lot of munitions. He's definitely been slacking a bit off on those mines, which is great for the Germans, but obviously it's proving to be a bit of a problem there for Littlesam. Man, there's been enough mines here. That Panther 4 not able to hunt down that Katyusha, for example. So a bit of an oversight there, but Littlesam and the Red Army. In these conscripts, the Ostrom there. Okay, mortar firing down awfully close. Actually using the barrage ability this time around. Thumbs up to Littlesam. There we go, direct hit. Coverage removed. Tifa bringing the aggressive catch machine crew here. Panther Falls fixed. Other one on the way there as well. Close to need 2. Mines down here for Littlesam. A mortar firing down there. Awesome rounding gears. A mortar firing down the Panzer Grenadiers. Contributing caught it with the Panzer Grenadiers to the push forward, including with that machine gun there. Ace level 31 kills. Again, Panzer Grenadiers are pretty. Oh! Just to say that they get hit by the mortar and almost get entirely wiped. Need to retreat them, little Leon. Need to retreat them. Oh, he's going to get them wiped, isn't he? Yup. Thumbs down to Leon on that one. What an absolute waste. The true heroes of the Reich. Another Panther 4 for Leon. Another Panzerkampfwagen 4. At this point, I mean, they're definitely doing the work for him. That steady Sancho on infantry. The Littlesam, fortunately for Leon, is not pushing any infantry himself out there. I think he's planning another T-55 here. Okay, mortar there to do some damage. Mark target there. Pack 4 opening up. Could see a target weak point here, and I think Littlesam realizes begins to hold the T-55 out there before it becomes target practice for the German gunners. Ground the Western compound and knees back. There we go, another T-55 for Littlesam and the Red Army. 218 versus 325. Pushing up with the Pack 4 and the T-55 there. Pack shoots and whiffs. But apparently there's enough of a warning shot here for Littlesam to pull back his T-55 again. Pushing up the west front there, which is very, very not defended at all. More barraging there from Littlesam. Thumbs up. Pack 4 in a bit of trouble here. Awesome closing right out here by Littlesam and the Red Army. Pack being pursued by the Panther 4. This is a great opportunity for Leon to finish it off and get it back. Got the Panther coming up as well. That could, yeah, that's going to be, I think, a pack being grabbed back here by the German Army. Fresh T-55 ready. First one's being, no, not being repaired. Just pulled back. They've made it for repairs, but there's so much going on, you can't find the time for it. I'm guessing he's all trying to save the pack crew, but that's too late. Misclick there, I think, with just an oversight. I don't know, either way gets Panther Fausted. Other T-55 has arrived, but still this is a pretty tough spot there for Littlesam. Pack's about to get destroyed. He does want it back. It's been sullied with socialist hands. Bung grenade off there. Other Panther 4 rhyming here. Yipka doesn't get Panther Fausted again. Fortunately for him, though, Leon is a bit too slow on the trigger this time around. Doesn't get that one Panther Fausted. Need to fix up the first one. Flooding a lot of munition still though, and they got some flanks here with the conscripts. Could try and clear out that machine gun team. And he's being routed. 207 to 325. Littlesam still has the victory point lead over Leon, but in other ways, things are starting to slip for his grasp. The Molotov, at least they push back. The machine chrome is getting wiped with the conscripts. There we go. No machine gun, in fact, to grab. That's it. The conscript just needs to get out before the Panther 4s execute them. Fix up the T-55 there. He still could benefit from more infantry, and certainly could benefit for some mines if he can find the time for it opposite at this stage. Man, that match really just got swung around so aggressively thanks to that one Telemine. That really just gave Leon the breathing space he needed. And again, it's a real highlight to German players in particular. Lay down your mines, and tis the Wehrmacht, lay down your damn Telemines. They really make a massive difference. Got them hitting the T-55 of the Panther 4s. Pushing westwards with the other one there. We got another Panzer on the way for Leon. 2 thumbs up. Meanwhile, Littlesam continues to operate with only 2 counter swords. Against his opponent with soon again 4. Including an Ace Panzer Grenadier squad. Oh, got him, Himmel! White one Pioneers, but almost another one got wiped out, and the Panther got a nice coat of red there painted on it. Jürgen, ja, der Wehrmacht-Ausreiß Red Camouflage. Nein. Well, I got bad news about the Pioneers then. Oh, scheiße. Comes being caught up with two Panther Force, then forced to retreat. The Panther Force to continue to display some absolutely amazingly shutty gunnery. Panther pushing with the T-35 there. Need to get not to get baited into a kill zone. There we go. Complement, but they go by the Ace Panther. Is there. T-35 being pushed back. All moving forwards here. That we got a T-34 from 6 out. Oh dear, mark target here. I'm guessing there was a plan, but the T-34 from 6 commander had not been told about it. Panther blitzing forwards. Are going to try and take out the T-35, I guess, by it, or maybe just realised there was a mistake. Yeah, I don't know. Getting a bit chaotic here between Littlesam and Leon at this point. Getting a bit chaotic. 197 to 310. Both Panther Force, by the way, are vets in T2. That is pretty good there for Leon. Third one there is, well, vets in T1. Need to fix up his armor again. Sorts of force replaces Pioneers, who again, well, rather unceremoniously turn into paint. Well, Jürgen, that's one story we can't tell the grandchildren after the war. You're assuming we get to tell our grandchildren anything after the war. Don't be such a asshole. And his Panther need to fixing. Fix up the T-35 there. Ostrom weren't able to finish the sandbags, but at least there's a lot of cover here from the craters. Pushing him with the T-35 there. Another almost full watt in the Pioneers with the T-45 there. Ace Pack 40 to the rescue here. Other Panther coming in as well there. And there you go, main gun out. The T-45 crew there. Son of himself waist deep in month-old Borscht. And there you go, T-45 there, kaput. Littlesam finally going for field. I'm surprised it took him this long, honestly. Probably could have put it out soon as well. But he wasn't in a good position to have to like consider it. But by now he definitely needs to. He also still needs more infantry. Meanwhile, Leon there can utilize his infantry numbers greatly. Though I would imagine he used the Ostrom here and the Panther is there. It seems a bit, he got a reverse there because the Ostrom at this point are not assault troops. And white. Meanwhile, the assault troops are not doing the assaulting. So, go figure. Field gun ready there for Littlesam. Mines down there. More mines here from Littlesam. He's finally decided to lay them down. If just he'd done that sooner. But better late than never. Better late than never, I suppose. Mines down there. Hay mortar, they're firing well. We got 13 kills, almost ace on that hay mortar crew. What's he planning next? I mean, he could theoretically go for some Stuggies, so he could just go for more Panzerfalls. I mean, 3 work, why won't 4 work? I mean, the logic's fairly sound. As long as you don't push away, throw away the Panther balls there. Arsenal about to get wiped out. Down to 1 man who's probably wondering why he hadn't given the order to retreat, and there we go. Got the Panther pushing forward, pack forming in there. Goes actually some mines down out here from Littlesam to at least make these kind of attacks a bit tougher to pull off for Leon. Pack 40 coming out there, ace level, 3 kills. Need to get the armor in as well there. No target weak point. I kind of figured he'd go for that sooner. Panther pushing forward, could clear out the field gun perhaps. Panther Force pushing forwards there. Only 1 Panther Force moving in, the others remaining a bit behind there. Seems a bit silly there by oh, there you go, Blitzkrieg. Going for the killing blow here on Littlesam. Nothing defending base. That T-35 is knocked out. And there you go. Another Veti-2 Panther 4. That is 3 Veti-2 Panther 4 for Leon. That's pretty damn good. 2 thumbs up. H-5 for Littlesam seems a bit late for that one. It goes for another T-35. I think, you know, still a bit late, but, you know, I think better than the H-5 against 4 tanks that could just outmaneuver with a Blitzkrieg. Well, 3 of them. 4th one hasn't earned its Blitzkrieg license yet. That's set. Both sides are now awfully short on infantry. Down to just 2 squads. Another fieldman here for Littlesam. And he's being mauled out there. Hits a mine. 155 to 195. I mean, Littlesam's doing a great job still with the victory points, and Leon needs to something out there soon. On the other hand, Leon has a lot of tanks. That also matters a lot. That matters a lot. Got the Panther 4 flanking in here, and hits a mine. Got mining from Littlesam. Other Panther 4's going in, but there you go, catching the field in a pretty bad spot. There you go, that Panther's a mine close to it. Panther 4 there about to get knocked up. The other 2 Panther 4 will be able to possibly finish it off before it gets to finish it off. No, it managed to get around the corner and turns around. Yeah, finishes it off there first before turning to the T-35 here. I think with this, Littlesam may just be out of the war here. Destroying the field gun first. Get the other Panther 4 in there as well. Schnell. Destroyed. Now the field gun has arrived. Mark tag 1 of the Panther 4's there. Pack 40 gets a great hit. And there we go. Almost got the T-35 there. Damage engine. There we go. Ace Panzerkampfwagen 4. A pocket Tiger. Situation is definitely looking pretty bleak here for Littlesam at the moment. He's awash in a sea of panzers. With no socialist lands in sight. And his only thing to hold on to is a field gun. And Leon, you know, just goes, I have 4 Panzer IVs, but what if I go for 5? Yeah. And so he goes for 5 Panzer IVs. I mean, one thing you certainly can't accuse Leon of is being inefficient with his armor choices. So 2 thumbs, but there you go. GG game over, loss here for the army, victory for Deutschland. A fierce fight here with a lot of back and forth. The end of the Little South, I think A got slightly shafted over by the Telemann, but also just, you know, a lack of infantry, I think, hurt Littlesam as the map match on here versus Leon again made to least, for the most part, a good work of the infantry, and of course managed to keep his armor alive as well because of that. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't enemies. This is Imperial Links, cheers, and see you all tomorrow, I hope, for another exciting episode. Bye.